Welcome to this new video dedicated to network defense, a critical topic in the digital era we live in. Today, we will explore some of the most effective strategies to protect your networks from increasingly sophisticated threats. Network defense is no longer just an option, but an absolute necessity. In today's interconnected world, where valuable data and sensitive information flow through network every day, cybersecurity has become a top priority. Throughout this video, we will examine 4 fundamental pillars of network defense. Defense in depth. This principle emphasizes the importance of having multiple layers of protection in network. It's like having different lines of defense, each with its own set of security measures. We will delve deeper into this concept and discover how to implement it in your network. Second, network segmentation. Dividing a network into separate segments is essential to limit the spread of threats in case of compromise. We'll see how network segmentation can help isolate vulnerability and enhance overall security. The third, firewalls. Firewalls are the first line of defense against external threats. We'll explore how they work and how they can be configured to protect your network from unwanted intrusions. The last pillar, inspection. Network traffic inspection is a critical aspect of security. We'll see how inspecting the packets of data in transit can uncover hidden threats and enable a timely response. So, if you are ready to make your network more secure and gain better understanding of the concept of defense in depth, network segmentation, firewalls, and inspection, keep watching. Let's begin our journey into network defense. Imagine your network as a precious castle, and the attacker as medieval raiders attempting to breach its walls. Defense in depth is our modern way of ensuring that the castle remains impregnable. At its core, it's about not relying on a single security measure, but using multiple layers of protection. Each layer represents an additional barrier that attackers must overcome, making access to the network extremely challenging. The first layer is often the firewall, the castle's main gatekeeper controlling who enters and leaves the network. Then, there are antivirus programs, the vigilant sentinels scrutinizing every visitor for signs of malice. Intrusion detection is like the alarm system that sounds when someone tries to force their way in. And then, there is multi-factor authentication, which requires the user to provide more than one proof of their identity, like a combination of passwords and temporary codes. Finally, there is a network segmentation, a kind of magic that divides the network into isolated zones. So, if an attacker manages to breach all other layers, the spread of the attack is limited. Defense in depth, it's like a chain made of many links. Each link represents a security measure, and when combined, they create a solid and reliable defense. Now, let's delve into the world of network security, focusing on key concepts like network segmentation, the network perimeter, DMZ, bastion host, and proxy service, and finally, NAT and PAT. These are crucial components in the modern landscape of safeguarding digital assets. Network segmentation is like creating different neighborhoods within a city. It's about dividing your network into isolated zones or subnetworks. Each zone has its own rules and security measures, ensuring that if one area is compromised, the entire network isn't at risk. This separation limits lateral movement for attackers. The network perimeter is the outermost layer of defense, acting as the boundary between your internal network and the wilds of the internet. Think of it as the city walls. It includes firewalls, intrusion detection system, and other security measures that filter incoming and outgoing traffic, allowing only legitimate data to pass. DMZ is akin to a buffer zone outside the city walls. It's a segregated area in your network. typically located between the internal network and the internet. Here you place resources that need limited exposure to external threats like web servers. It acts as a controlled bridge between your network and the internet. Bastion House is the guardian at the gate. It's a highly secure server that sits in the DMZ and provides a single point of entry for external traffic. Only authorized user can access it, reducing the attack surface and the risk of unauthorized access to the internal network. Proxy servers are the intermediary that manage traffic between your internal network and the internet. Think of them as a custom officer inspecting everything coming in or going out. They add an extra layer of security, caching, and content filtering, safeguarding your network from malicious content. Network address translation and port address translation are like translators for your network. They convert private IP address into a single public address or map multiple private IP addresses to different port number on a single public IP. This helps conceal your network internal structure and conserves IP addresses. In today's digital age, securing your network is paramount. Just as the ancient city had strong walls and watchtowers, our network needs robust defenses to protect against modern threats. Network segmentation, DMZ, Bastion hosts, proxy service, NAT and PAT. These are the tools in our arsenal to fortify our digital city against cyber attacks. Now, let's discuss a critical aspect of network security: firewalls. Firewalls are the guardian of our digital fortresses, and understanding their various types is essential in safeguarding our networks from threats. I'll be covering packet filtering, stateful packet filtering, circuit proxy, and application layer firewalls. Packet filtering is like the gatekeepers who check everyone trying to enter your castle. It operates at the network layer and examines incoming and outgoing packets, allowing or denying them based on predefined rules. Think of it as traffic cops directing cars on the road, only the approved ones get through. Stateful packet filtering is an advanced version of packet filtering. Imagine it as vigilant sender keeping track of every packet state in a conversation. It knows not only where the packet is going, but also whether it's part of an established connection. This way, it can make more informed decisions about which packet to allow, enhancing security. Circuit proxy is like a specialized concierge service. It acts as an intermediary between internal and external network, carefully examining incoming and outgoing traffic. Instead of allowing direct connection like packet filters, circuit proxy firewalls create separate circuits for each connection request. It's akin to opening a secure tunnel for each visitor, ensuring their safety. Finally, application layer firewalls are like security experts who understand every detail of the conversation. They operate at the application layer, examining the content of packet, not just their headers. This allows them to make decisions based on specific application or protocols, identifying and blocking malicious activity more effectively. In our interconnected world, firewalls play a crucial role in safeguarding our networks. They're like the guards at the city gates, ensuring that only trustworthy visitors can gain entry, while keeping threats at bay. Finally, let's dive into the fascinating world of network security. We'll explore key concepts and technology that help keep our digital assets safe. Let's start by discussing IDS, Intrusion Detection System, and EPS, Intrusion Prevention Systems. Intrusion Detection System acts as digital watchdogs. This system monitors network traffic for unusual patterns or known signature of malicious activities. Think of them as security cameras in your network, alerting you when something suspicious occurs. Intrusion prevention systems are like active guards. They not only detect but also take action to prevent intrusions. When an IPS detects a threat, it can block or mitigate the attack in real time, acting as your network's first line of defense. Now, let's consider the location of this IDS and IPS system. IDS and IPS location is crucial. Placing them strategically within your network architecture is akin to positioning guards at a critical point. They can be at the network perimeter inside the network or even on an endpoint like servers or workstation, depending on your security strategy. Pattern analysis is a significant part of IDS and IPS. Pattern analysis, often known as a signature analysis, involves comparing network traffic to known attack patterns or signatures. If a match is found, it raises an alert. This is like having a book of wanted posters and recognizing a known criminal face in a crowd. However, there is more to security than just known pattern. Anomaly detection employs various techniques such as stateful matching, statistical analysis, protocol analysis, and traffic analysis. These methods identify deviation from expected behavior, even if no specific attack pattern is known. Whitelists and blacklists are like guest lists for a party. Whitelists allow only trusted entities, while blacklists keep out known threats. Maintaining this list is an ongoing process to ensure the right guests get access. Sandboxing is like a controlled experiment. Suspicious files or programs are isolated in a secure environment, similar to sandbox in a playground. Here, they can be analyzed for malicious behavior without posing a risk to the broader network. Honeypot and honeynets are intriguing concepts. Honeypots are decoy systems designed to attract attackers, allowing us to study their tactics and motives. Honeynets are network of honeypots, providing even more comprehensive insight into cyber threats. Ingress versus egress traffic refers to network traffic entering and leaving your network. Monitoring both directions is essential, as the threat can enter or exfiltrate data in various ways. It's like having security check at both the entrance and exit doors of building. Finally, endpoint security is the protection of individuals' devices. With the increasing use of remote work, endpoints like laptops and mobile devices are critical. Endpoint security ensures these devices are secure and comply with the network policies, just like locking doors and windows in your home. In our interconnected digital world, understanding these concepts and technologies is vital for safeguarding our networks. They are the digital locks and alarms that keep our data and assets safe from cyber threats. In conclusion, by mastering these aspects of network security, we can build robust defenses that allow us to embrace technology benefit while keeping potential threats at bay. Thank you for attention.